These are the plaintiffs, Denea and Torian Thomas. Denea says the defendant was caught red-handed on security videotape, damaging their parked car, and he refuses to pay for the repairs. The guy crashed into it on his bike. The cops arrested him, and if you ask them, this is an open and shut case. They're suing for $938.56, the cost of the repairs. This is the defendant, Omar Melendez. He says he was riding his bike home late at night when a car approached him with 4 big guys in it. They started chasing him, and as he started pedaling faster and faster, his bike chain came off. They hit into him with their car, and he landed on the hood of the plaintiff's car. Turns out, the car that hit him was a cop car. It's their fault he caused the damages, and he owes nothing. He's accused of cracking up.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiffs say that the defendant is on security video damaging their car. But the defendant says he was being chased by cops and they damaged the car. So tough. It's the case of I feel the heat.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Denea Thomas and Torian Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, you're suing Omar Melendez for $938.56 in damages to your car that, according to you, are his responsibility. What happened?
Well, at the morning of the incident on February 2nd, my husband called me. I was at work and let me know that there was a note left.
Is this your husband?
Yes, it's my
Okay, why don't you tell me?
How you doing?
Hi.
I was getting ready to go to work, and then I immediately noticed my emblem was missing.
Your what was missing?
My emblem on the hood of my car, the Nissan emblem.
Okay.
So as I approached my car, I saw a note, and it was from the NYPD. It was a personal written note from the NYPD saying, a bicyclist ran into your car head on. We filed a police report. You can pick it up in a couple of days.
The police report.
Mm-hmm.
The car was still there.
Yeah.
All right. So you get the police report. So neither one of you actually saw what happened.
No.
But you get the police report, and the police report identifies him.
Yes.
And so what do? Do you try contacting him to pay for the damages, or you just figured you'd file a lawsuit?
It just had his address, and I didn't feel comfortable with going to his address. I don't know him. I never seen him
Did the police
before.
tell you anything else?
No.
Do you have any idea what happened out there that night?
Nothing.
Let's hear it.
So if you get caught in security video, are you screwed? Or is there possibly something else you can argue?
I think you're pretty screwed. I mean, it's crystal clear when you're on a video that it's you for sure.
What do you say?
Unless you have a twin sister or brother, then it doesn't change it at all.
Well, you say you have a twin sister. How's that? You just can't find them going inside the courtroom.
So you want to hear what happened?
Yeah.
All right, so I was at my friend's house like around 11:50. I decided to leave, and we was making our way to the store. And once I like grabbed my bike, getting ready to go, a black car with paint on the front of the car, like drove up to us.
What do you mean paint on the front of the car?
It had like sprinkled paint on front of the window. Like, I don't know, it looked messy, but they came to me and they hit the brakes immediately, like right on the curve. And to me, I don't take that like they didn't approach us as cops. They approached us as like gang members. There was like about 4 of them in the car. They had the windows fully open. And once they like approached me, I jumped on my bike and started riding away.
I thought you were already on your bike.
No, I was holding it, getting ready to go on my bike. But as they came, I seen that, then I actually jumped on my bike and started
So they
riding
didn't
off.
do what police always do to make sure they don't get shot, which is yell police? They didn't do that?
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, so go on.
So I grabbed my bike, got on, started riding away. As I rode away, they started chasing me from the back. And I told them I was going to stop. And
How did you tell them you were going to stop when you're being chased?
It was right on the side of me.
Why didn't you just stop?
Because my bike has no brakes. It's a fixed
Your bike has no brakes? You have a bike with no brakes and you're driving it in the Bronx?
It's a fixed gear bike.
I don't even know what that means.
It's for racing. It's like faster, lighter.
How does any bike have no brake?
I don't know. It doesn't have a mount on the
So
frame.
what do you do when there's traffic? You're driving in the streets of the Bronx. What do you do when the light is changing red? What do? You just go anyway because you have no brakes on your...
No, I know how to stop the bike.
How do you stop the bike?
When you lock your legs, it like stops the backward from moving.
Oh, so why didn't you do that when the cops were chasing you?
I tried, but my chain came off. As my chain came off, they hit me off my bike, and that's when I slammed into the car.
As your chain came off, they what?
They hit me off my bike.
As your chain came off, they hit you?
Yeah, off my bike.
The police car hit you on purpose?
Yeah, right off my bike.
Okay. And then that's how you ended up. You had no idea.
I never seen him a day
So
in my
it's
life.
just a little surprise. It's like you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates here at the People's Court. Okay. So the police hit your bike. You go flying onto their hood.
Correct.
Okay. And then they found the pot in your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh. So maybe you were running from the cops, who you knew were cops, and you didn't want them to find the pot in your pocket.
I mean...
Maybe?
I didn't really think of it like that.
No, you didn't think that. You got arrested for the pot, right? Or did they give you a...
They arrested me for the pot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And there you have it. So let me ask you a question. Who do you think's going to eat this damage? You think these fine folks who are asleep in their bed are going to eat this damage, or you think you're going to eat the damage?
I really don't know, because...
If you were a gambling man, where would you put your money?
In my room.
Huh?
In my room.
And you're... I meant, if you were a gambling man, would you bet I'm going to hold you responsible, or would you bet I'm going to hold them responsible?
They'll probably hold me responsible.
There you go.
Because the cops, like, most people believe cops.
Oh, I was a prosecutor for 150 years. I don't believe cops just because they're cops. I just don't believe you. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Omar Melendez, you owe these fine folks $938.56. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, in what was practically an open and shut case, the defendant has to pay the plaintiffs in this case. You should have paid him without coming to court, you know?
Oh, I would have paid, but I actually got fired from my other job, and I was, like, struggling to get another job at the moment. So
Yeah?
now I got my new job, so I'll probably be able to pay.
All right. Well, listen, no question, you were at fault here. Thank you very much, okay? Our officer has some documents for you to sign. Here come the plaintiffs now. It's a shame you had to bring him to court for this, because it was obviously a pretty open and shut case, right?
Yeah, the judge was fair, she was swift, and we're happy.
You're happy?
Yeah.
That's what we want, happy people. All right, thank you very much.
you.
You must sign a few documents outside. Harvey?
You know, Doug, we've talked about this before, but there is a degree of common sense to all of these cases, and if one side's case just lacks common sense, the judge can base the ruling on that.